In the build-up to the release of Alien Earth, to get me in the mood, I've been watching both Alien and Aliens. I was going to watch Alien 3, but then I realised I would only be watching it to see Dylan say these words.
Fuck you.
But why put myself through 2 hours of pain when that's what YouTube video clips were created for? And it was while I was watching Aliens, for what was probably the 10,000th time, that I noticed something. Something that greatly disturbed me. Something that chilled me to the depths of my very soul. It was a massive, gaping, great issue in the plot of one of my favourite movies. More specifically, an issue that relates to the character of Private Hudson, played by the late and great Bill Paxton. Before anyone starts getting upset, this video is not going to be me shitting from a great height all over Private Hudson, because in my humble opinion, the character is probably the best thing about Aliens, and God knows there is a lot to love about this movie. Even though I've seen Aliens so many times, I still wish every time that I watch it that just this one time Hudson would not get pulled through the floor, that he would somehow escape. After all, who wouldn't love Private Hudson? He's a great character, an everyman, not some robotic action hero. He's quite rightly terrified by the Xenomorphs. Everyone who watches Aliens would love to be a Hicks, but deep down, we all know we'd be a Hudson. Like all the best characters, Hudson goes through a great character arc, evolving from the Team Joker to a cowardly whiner, and finally into a badass, reluctant hero who steps up and holds the line, even though he has a small sewage plant in his underwear. I was 11 years old when I first watched Aliens. I had faked illness so I could bunk from school. My parents both went to work, trusting me to stay home alone. And how did I repay that trust? I immediately set about raiding the VHS cabinet, watching anything that held the forbidden fruit of an 18 certificate. The Terminator, The Fly, RoboCop, and of course, Aliens. I still remember the exhilaration I felt when I watched Aliens for the first time, the goosebumps on my skin when the colonial marines are ambushed in the hive. This scene was perfect. The stirring of the aliens in the wall, the beep of Hudson's motion tracker, growing louder, more high-pitched as the danger drew closer. It was the greatest thing I had ever seen. So it is ironic that this scene is where my gripe first originates. The issue is not with the character of Private Hudson, but how the other characters interact with him. Throughout the movie, Hudson continually reminds us that he's short, a term used in the military to articulate that their tour of combat is coming to an end. Given the way he behaves, we can assume that Hudson is a hardened combat veteran.
Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt?
He is also entrusted with a fair level of technical competence throughout the film.
Hudson, run a bypass.
More crucially, he is entrusted with the motion detector. In the ambush under the nuclear reactor, when the aliens awaken and begin surrounding the Marines, Hudson quickly and correctly alerts his compatriots to the impending doom. And given 99% of them don't have any means of defending themselves, it might have been a good idea for them to take heed of his warnings and get the fuck out of there. Instead, what do?
Where, man? I don't see shit. He's right, there's nothing back here.
Look, I'm telling you, there's something moving and it ain't us.
A few moments later.
Jesus Christ, Apone, what is going on? Where's Basky? Where's Basky? Where's Basky? Sorry.
Talk to me.
Copy.
Home.
Talk to me, Apone!
Perhaps the characters could be forgiven for this one-time lapse in trusting Private Hudson's ability to read an instrument which a blind kid could probably operate.
Yes, pretty bird. Pretty bird.
After the survivors have barricaded themselves in operations, the Xenomorphs make another assault. Vasquez and Hudson are scouting the perimeter with motion sensors. Once again, Private Hudson alerts the rest of the survivors to the swarm of acid-blooded extraterrestrials, only for Vasquez to question Hudson once again.
You're just reading me.
No, it ain't you. They're inside the perimeter. They're in here.
Hudson, stay cool.
A few moments later.
Hudson may be right.
Fucking A. Oh, hold on.
Okay, now these guys have already proved they're stupid by doubting Private Hudson not only once, but 2 times. Surely they wouldn't do it a 3rd time, would they?
Inside the room.
It's reading right, man. Look.
Well, you're not reading it right.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
People this stupid deserve to be blown to bits, covered in acid, or melted in huge vats of molten lava. As legendary and as great as the characters Hicks, Ripley and Vasquez are, they were a little bit dopey in Aliens. There is of course a moral to this story. When Private Hudson tells you there's movement, you should listen, because he's fucking awesome.